We're moving. We're rolling now.
Rolling.
Man, Antonio, I am so excited to be able to sit down and talk with you. So a couple weeks ago, I had the opportunity to come and go on y'all's show.
Yes, you did, man. You did an amazing job, by the way.
Well, I appreciate that.
A lot of reviews.
I don't know if that's true.
A lot of reviews.
Okay.
Yeah.
And in that time, there was a window. You had left to a meeting. I'm sure it was somebody really important. And
yes.
So I was able
to... probably Doug. Texts me all the time. Yeah.
I was able to snag that 10 minutes with Bo, and we posted that. And, of course, everyone wants to know, where's your conversation with Antonio? So here we are, and probably the other way around, right?
Yes.
People were wanted to see yours first, and then they're like, okay, so we saw Bo's.
Well, we gotta have Antonio. Yeah, because Bo and I are totally separate people in our own identities.
It's true.
Totally, we're polar opposites, but that's what brings us together.
There it works. There it is. So let's start right there. I guess I need to say welcome. Hey everybody! Welcome to an episode of Rise Together, and of course, my guest today, Antonio. With Walmart Radio. You have a full name. I do. My name's Antonio Williams. A lot of people call me Antonio, but my mom and dad call me Tony. So yeah, so all my close friends call me Tony. So you're more than welcome to call me Tony anytime. I'm a close friend.
I consider you a close friend. We're this close. So I consider you my friend.
That's life goals.
Yeah.
Hashtag life goals. I'm done. I can retire.
Just call me Tony from now on.
That's Tony. So Tony.
Yeah.
Tell us your story, because I know you got one of the fun ones because you were in the store level in operations, and then they had the DJ contest a couple years ago.
Yes, indeed. When I left the company, I started out in 2008 as a Walmart stalker, unloader / everyone knows what this means when you just everything around the store. Mm-hmm. And then I wanted to become, this is funny, I wanted to be the next Sam Walton. I really did. I had dreams. I read pretty much all his books. I was like, this dude is serious. Like, he's smart. I was like, I think I could be the next Black Sam Walton. And I said it. I said, I'm going to be the next one. And I said, one day I'm going to be on Walmart World Magazine. And that was my goal. So I gave myself 2-year goals. I started out as an unloader. I worked my way up to bakery. I started doing bakery and produce because I know that's where all the actions was happening at, because that was the first thing managers see when they walk in. So I'm like, if I can make some wow displays and show the managers that I know what I'm doing here, and they would come up to me and say, hey, who built this stack of corn? I was like, oh, that was me, sir. And he's like, I don't like it, take it down. I was like, okay. Yeah, so I started, I thought I was doing good. But what helped me is just them showing me exactly what to do when I need to do it. And then so every 2 years I moved up. I became a department manager of pets, papers, and chemicals. So I cleared all my bins. I had about 20 bins because I took it over for someone else. And they said, I want you to get this bins down to 3. I'm like, 3? They're like, how long you give me? I'm like, I give you a month. Got my bins down to 2. Wow. So I was already doing the process before I even know the process. Because back in the day, we weren't able to scan stuff into bins.
Sure.
You just went back there and got it. So I had to say it. I was purging my bins. I was purging the bins, getting all my freight out, and just finally understood the system. And I gradually went into the program within 6 years, and then I was a co-manager for the past 2 years. And then one day, big old gold thing says, next voice of Walmart Radio.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, there's so many things I already want to back up.
Hey, we can back it up, man. We can back it up.
6 years on the floor, operations-wise.
Yes.
What, and you had a goal to be on Walmart World. Did that happen?
It did. As soon as I came to home office, Bo and I, it was a shareholders cover, and we was right there, dead center. I was right there. I kid you not, I started tearing up because that's when I felt, I was like, yes, I did what I set out to do. I accomplished my goal.
That is amazing.
So next, all I got next is just talk to Doug, and we can switch spaces or, change the places.
You want to work that out?
Yeah, I want to work it out. So,
okay.
Just give me a day. Just give me a try.
One day.
One day.
So we can make this campaign.
We probably could.
Hashtag Antonio, President-for-A-Day.
President-for-A-Day.
That's it. That's all we're asking.
I'm just gonna fly around and just say hi to everybody. First stop is Puerto Rico.
Is that officially what's going to happen? You're going to fly using the Walmart Aviation, which is the biggest aviation. I just found this out in the corporate world.
I did not know that.
I didn't. A friend of mine works in aviation, so he was telling me all about that. So shout out to you, Brian.
Well, cool.
Just saying.
I might have to. I'm gonna ask him.
And so,
pretty close.
That's pretty great. Awesome. It started here.
Antonio,
President-for-A-Day.
President-for-A-Day.
So as you continue to move, you were in the store in operations. You had promoted to co-manager, and this is down in Texas, correct?
Yes, Texas Market 53. I stayed in the whole market for the whole time. So yeah.
Awesome. And then, like you said, a gold badge or whatever went across the bottom.
Yeah.
It said, "Bing, be the next Walmart Radio DJ."
Yeah, it was the next voice of Walmart Radio. I was like, dang. I know nothing about radio, but I think I have a voice. And what voice meant to me at that time, I was like, oh, I don't have a radio voice, but I do have a voice because through my going up the ladder, I always brought someone with me. Wow. Like I always trained someone just in case if I missed a day, I know someone's gonna do it just like me. Sure. So there would be no hiccup or no one like, well, he don't do it the way Antonio does. So as I kept growing, I kept training more and more people as I left, because I knew I was going places and I wanted people to do the same thing with me just so they can get that satisfaction of like, hey, Walmart's a great place. You just got to stick with it, work hard, and you will get results. But you have to work. You have to work for your results.
Wow. So you threw two incredible principles in there that I caught. One, picking somebody up below you and not below you, but with you, alongside you, and teaching them whatever that routine is. Basically, you know, preparing them for your role when you move.
Yeah.
What an incredible principle in and of itself.
Yeah, you got to believe in the people who you're leading. You know, if you don't believe in them, who else will?
Sure.
So, like, I just went back to one of my stores recently at 3777. This young lady, she was a candy stalker, just a candy stalker. She kind of had an attitude and stuff like that, but she had so much potential. I said, you lose your attitude, I guarantee you'll succeed in Walmart. She said, how do you know? I was like, your worth ethic. You have great worth ethic, but your attitude. So just smile.
Wow.
Start smiling where you're going. And when I came back like 2 months ago, that same day, she got a call. I'm getting chills just thinking about it right now. She got a call and she got accepted into the system manager program. And we cried together. It was just that feeling amazing. Of like, you know, just it feels better to see your own like people under you succeed. So it feels like a good job. I feel like you're doing something right.
And I guarantee you, she probably had a rough story.
Yeah.
There are different things that create that chip on her shoulder, that baggage. But at some point, we've got to just kind of, you don't have to, it's not that it was your fault. You're not acknowledging any of that. You're just saying from here on out, I'm going to change my attitude and not let it dictate my future.
Exactly.
And so that's pretty incredible. I also love that you said I had a voice. You said you weren't talking about the Walmart, you know, hello.
I can do it. Like, hello, my name's Antonio. Yeah, we're live here right now in the studio with Serge. Now, Serge, tell me, you know, I can do that.
But that's not what we're talking about.
Yeah, we're not talking about that.
We're talking about creating a voice to be heard.
Yes.
Someone that recognizes or having something to say that other people want to connect with.
That is true, man. Like, being the voice is like, my voice, I know if I get this radio, like I said in my interview, if I get on the radio, I can talk about the things that are going on in our store. I can talk about those associates who are like down and like struggling and like I have like 1,000 price changes and there's no way I'm getting done. But I was like, if they hear my voice, I know they were like, oh, Antonio's on the air, everything's gonna be all right. You know, he's gonna hype me up, he's gonna get me through that day. And that's what I thought of the voice of being the next voice of Walmart. I didn't think so much of the radio part, but just having people listen and me inspiring people just like, don't give up. Just don't, we all in this business together. We all got one common goal, to serve our customers. But if we take care of ourselves first, the customers will automatically take care of us as well. And then it's receivable, man. It happens, man. Hey, I can't help it. Wow.
Okay, so you hit on it. I mean, you hit on one of our core principles: service to the customer.
Yeah.
And really, what you were saying is you're talking about respect. But what's interesting is you're talking about respect for yourself.
Yes.
So respect for the individual happens when we respect ourselves.
Your individual starts with you. It's like one person. It's individual. It's yourself. You know, you start with yourself, and then it'll blossom. It will blossom.
Outstanding. And then that dive into our integrity for ourselves. And of course, if you want to do that with excellence, now we've covered the gauntlet.
Yeah. See, I didn't even know it. I was talking about our core beliefs, but I think that's what I mean. It was embedded in me. I knew I came to Walmart for a reason.
I love it.
I believe our goals. I believe our concept and everything. It's just, it is a place where you can just grow, and then people see it. People see it all the time. And there's just so many stories out there that are untouched. But I think it's like, far as us going out Walmart Radio DJs, finding that story, the ones that people can't go. We'll go to places that no one have ever been. There's been a lot of stores I've been to, like, you guys are the first people from home office to visit my store. Wow. I was like, man. I'm like, look, I'm not here to critique you. I'm here to say congratulations. You know, I'm here to share your story. So it's a blessing, man. It's awesome.
We've had this conversation several times with different managers, and that's one of the conversations that comes up is when the visit comes.
Yeah.
And I think it's really great to understand that, you know, we get the visit every day, the customer. Yeah. That's the most important one.
Exactly.
And what's really cool is we're getting into a new phase, I feel like, where individuals like yourselves are coming in and saying thanks. They're saying, great job. Yeah, there are some detailed things that we could do, but are you on process? And how are you doing? How's your spirit? How's the morale?
Yeah.
Like, that's our vision as we move forward, that if we can create an environment that you actually want to work at it.
Yeah, that's you gotta have fun at work. That was on me. People knew I was coming in to have fun. It was like, if my face is not smiling, people are like, are you okay? You okay? I was like, actually, I'm just really thinking. I must not think a lot because my face is never like, like concentrated. But I'm always smiling. Everybody's like, so there's a panic when they think my face is down. I was like, no, I'm just actually thinking this time. I gotta think on this one, guys.
I'm gonna process
I need some
that.
time. Give me like 2 minutes. I'll be back to action.
That's great.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely great. So is there any, I mean, we've covered already a lot of really great principles that I'm going to cling on in this video. But also, is there a story that comes to mind right now in a leadership setting for you dealing with associates, or maybe even dealing now that you're at home office, you're in the home office life?
In the leadership setting, I would have to say I've always listened to my leaders. Some of the advice may not be the best advice, but as a leader, they've been through it. They've been through stuff maybe you may not have, but you think you have. And then you have to listen. A lot of leaders, they construct, but if you don't listen to them, it's kind of hard to, go to places you need to go. Like I said, you may not agree with them, but at least listen to them. Listen to what they have to say, because they've been there. They know what's going on. Like my leaders, and through my years working in the stores, I had like bad managers, but they were smart. Maybe their management style wasn't like the style I would do it, but they knew what they were doing. Like there's times I fell out of process, but they were the ones who brought me back on the process. Like, no, you have to get this done. Like this is the way we're going. This is how it works. I was like, okay, I didn't understand it at first, and then those at times where I did have to be serious, and like I still made it fun, but like we still got to get the job done. Like I don't care how much fun you have, but get the job done. Okay, do it this way. I had a market manager, same way. He used to move me from different stores. I was like, why does he keep moving me? Like I feel like I was doing something wrong in my other store, but he's like, no, I'm actually training you in different areas.
Wow. I
thought it was like a bad thing what he was doing, but he was actually preparing me for other steps. Like, where you gonna go here manage there overnight? I was like, oh, I gotta go overnights. I love overnights now. Like, I love overnights now. We dance, we have parties, we have freight parties, man. And then we didn't have the Walmart radio back then when I was working overnights. We had the CDs, so sometimes I put our own little mix in there and everything. But
maybe this is how we do it.
Yeah, maybe just a couple times. Show them the dance moves. Shout out to
yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, pay it forward, man.
That's awesome, man. So much good there.
It is, man.
So you hit again, probably an echo of this voice conversation. Allowing your leader to have a voice in you is kind of what you're sitting here saying. Listen, you might not think they've earned it because you're mad at them or you're frustrated, but the reality is they've put the time in to be in the position they're in.
Yes.
And they've experienced things that maybe, just maybe, you haven't experienced yet.
Yeah.
And they know what they're talking about. What a great little nugget.
No, like seriously, like they're there for a reason. They take the same process you did to get there, but they are there for a reason. They're a manager for some reason. They did something right to get them to that spot. So you should probably sit down and listen to what they got to say.
There it is.
Or you will fall back. You will continue to fall back. So that's always.
And that doesn't even mean you don't have to align yourself with everything. There might be some things that you're gonna leave that out. I mean, I have that about my own personality.
Yeah.
But there are gonna be nuggets that we can learn from everyone.
Exactly.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so the question I ask everybody: what does the spark mean to you?
The spark means to me, man, it's heart. I feel like if I could transform my heart into a spark, it would be a spark, man. Because spark can be like 1,000 different things. But for me, it's my heart. Most people are, their heart on their sleeves or whatever. I pour my heart out to everything that I do. And I believe giving the light, which spark means to me is a light, and showing that and having people see like the excitement that I bring for Walmart, because in the day it is a job, but you yourself can be a legacy. You can be legendary. Like you can change. You can make a difference in one day. Like what you did with the Spark Challenge. Like just in one day, the thing you did. Like now look at it. You found a spark inside of you, and you're like, I'm bringing this out. I'm sharing this with everybody else. And I think that came from your heart. So when people speak from their heart and like put their heart into all their work, there's nothing you can do wrong. I mean, it's being true to yourself. It's being true to who you are. It's being true to your company. So I say like what spark means to me is heart. You gotta love it, and I love the spark. I defend my company everywhere I go. When people used to talk about it, I was like, hey, we're the first ones on the scene. We need, when everything else closed down, what's open? 24 hours. A lot of stores open 24 hours. Walmart, man, and that's what it is. Walmart is my heart, and Spark is my heart. That's what it is, man.
And you're getting emotional. I love it.
I know, man. I get fired up. If people meet me, they're like, they know it's not a gimmick because I do speak from my heart. I came from the stores. I know what they've been through. Like I said, I worked from the ground up. I had bad managers. I had good managers. I had bad days. Then I made them good. Every time, if I started in a bad day, I was not gonna leave the store bad because there's someone out there who has it worse than you. So I always looked at it. I was like, well, dang, man, I stepped in a muddy puddle. This girl lost her purse. You know, like which one do I choose? My muddy puddle or the lady who, the lady lost her purse, So there's always someone out there who has it worse than you. So try to take your sorrows, put it aside, and try to focus on someone else. And that's putting your heart into someone else. And that's what I do, man.
Wow.
I love people, man.
And that's gonna create the change we're talking about.
Yes.
And so that's this might be my favorite interview yet.
Hey, man,
don't tell everyone else.
Hey, I won't tell nobody. Even though he said it to our last boss,
Yeah, exactly. The boss was in here, but it is what it is. No, thank you so much.
Hey, man, thanks for having me, man.
For coming on. And thank you guys for watching. Please share this with someone that you think needs to hear this message. Yes. This conversation. I mean, I can think of right off the top of my head well over a dozen individuals that I hope hear this message to hear about the heart. That the spark has to start from each and every one of us, and each and every one of us has a voice, and that voice needs to be heard in our stores.
It does, man. Every associate has a different story. There's not two of us the same. It really isn't. It really isn't. All of us came from somewhere, but we all work for one common goal. We work for Walmart. So we got to share our story with our customers, with our co-workers, with people around us. Like, everyone knows here at Walmart, we're one big family. Like, what's going on with that lady over in the automotive or in Garden Center. A lot of people don't know that. So we need to share that. We need, think about it. I pray for people. That's me. I pray for people. Whenever I need someone to pray on, I'm a Christian man. I don't know if I can say it on your podcast, but hey, that's me. I pray for people, man. Most people don't need prayer. I'll give them a high five. I give them something back to let them know that I'm thinking about them. That's me, man. That's Antonio, aka Tony Montana.
I just went, this is how we do it. This is how we do register shirts. I don't know. All right. We're going to say goodbye.